drive things off the wall.
That's us, man. 24/7.
You should expect the unexpected. I mean,
Make it known that this is all about being 100% authentic.
We are live now.
So, with that being said, let's jump right in.
Big Brother Mike D, please introduce yourself, man.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy MIC, Mike D. I go by many names, but still the same. So, it's me. I'm also a graduate of South Carolina State University.
Yeah.
Originally from Norwalk, Connecticut, and now I reside in the DMV.
Oh, son.
Yeah. So that's me. I'm a bunch of different things: an artist, an educator, father, husband. I mean, all that wrapped into one.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, brother. And yes, Mike is definitely a wonderful recording artist. You know what I'm saying? Doing this thing on the hip, doing this
Mike
thing
D.
in terms of hip hop.
What's up?
My brother,
IMC.
What's good?
MIC.
MIC.
On the MIC on the MIC.
MIC. Oh,
Act like he knows.
Hilarious. What's going on? What's up, Crystal?
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey,
C
Drew.
Mid-Act.
Yo.
C Mid-Act.
Steve
What
Mack
I'd like
is
to
in the building.
acknowledge, can we acknowledge the fact that it's always the black people that are late?
Excuse me, I was on time if it was at 8:30.
Anyway,
No.
If
So, Mike.
was a fifth.
Yes, sir.
so let's set the table, right? So, when we was in school, you was doing it real big with Cypher, right?
CY
And
chillin', P high chillin'.
Oh,
What
right,
more
right.
can I
Oh,
say?
So then what happens is when you get out of school,
Mhm.
you're still going heavy with the music,
Yeah.
right? And then you go heavy with the music, and then, as things do, life happens, and you start building and cultivating your family, and you're in the education game, so you take a little break, to focus on that. And now the bug is back.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And you're out here, really getting your music out there again. And I'm not going to say that I'm not going to say that love left, because that never is the case.
Yeah.
But the fire is there again.
Yes.
If I will. So talk about the journey to get back to this place where you're putting out music again.
Well, prior to after leaving college, it was like, okay, so what do we do? So we came here, we started doing shows down on U Street. Like every Thursday night, we would pull people in. We had, different artists from around, what I'm saying? Even Raheem Devine came through, what I'm saying? And did some for us. So it was cool, what I'm saying? When we were doing our thing, and then things just people started to mature, people started to get older and wanting different things in life. So I chose one path, right? So even though I was choosing the path of like going to a raising a family and figuring out some other things, I still continued to do my music. I just, got better at it, because one thing that was happening was we could do the music, but the business was another thing, right? So you're so focused on being creative, you forget that once you are creative, what do you do with this product? How does this product get out there? So with that being said, we slacked on that. So I started to learn how to do things by myself. But as I was doing this, I was also like starting a family. And so I had, priorities to figure out. And I just had end up having a bad experience with the company, well, a couple of record companies, but with one company, in particular. And I just had to make a decision on whether or not I was going to, keep pursuing music. The love wasn't there anymore. And that's really what it was. But I also had a family to raise, and I also had another passion, which is, educating.
Education.
Yeah,
right.
yeah, educating kids. So I've been doing that, ever since I graduated from college, and it just, grew and grew and grew. And so I just became really, really good at what I do, in that field. So I was just focused.
And Mike, your background is in education?
No, I was a political science pre-law major.
Poli-sci major.
Yeah, poli-sci. So I was supposed to go to law school, right? And so I don't know if y'all know Dr. Hill. So Dr. Hill was our dean of political science. So Dr. Hill was like, okay, you know what? I can get you a scholarship to a law school in Indiana. And I said, nah, I'm not going to law school. I'm going to do music. And he looked at me like, what? What are you talking about? And I was like, that's how passionate like we felt, I felt about it, at the time, you know what I'm saying? And now, hindsight 2020, things happen or whatever. But with that being said, while I was at State, we had Felton on the yard, right? With the little kids, you know what I'm saying? One day I looked in there and I saw like, like the teachers working, doing their thing. And I was like, man, I'd like to do that. But I was like, I'm on scholarship. So I'm not going to start all the way over again, you know what I'm saying, to do that again. But it came back around full circle. And since then it's been a passion of mine. And then now my brain is opened up, back with doing music.
And I think that's, because Derek, you asked a question I was going to ask, just like I asked Drew, it's important that people understand your path is not linear. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know in education, Mike, I know you know, D, I know right now the focus is getting kids to understand that you don't have to have it all figured out right now.
Right now, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As a high school student, you want to have an idea, but you're going to go through some changes and it's okay. And I think, Mike, you bring up a good point. You had a passion, but you also had responsibilities.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And just because you have responsibilities doesn't mean your passion has to die. It just means it's got to get paused for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can jump back into it. You know what I mean? I think a lot of young guys, they're under, or young people, period, they're under the impression that if they don't do what is trendy right here, right now, they'll never be able to do whatever it is they want to do in music. But I think, one credit to you is you've always stuck true to who you are as an artist, as an MC. You know what I mean? It's like it's not something that has to change and morph with the times, because you're doing it for you. And that's what's important. Just like Drew, like you said, you do your chicken sausages for you. Mike, I know you do the music for you. And it's important that people understand that when you're pursuing anything on your own, it's got to be for you, inside of you first. It's not to please other people. The bag is cool. Everybody want to get that bag.
Yeah,
but if you don't love it,
tell us a little bit about your current work and your upcoming work.
Okay, so earlier this year I dropped Status Quo with Rel 77. So it was me in collaboration with one producer. And we just cooked up and we came with a project. And so I streamlined the project. I made it only like 22 minutes, but I also made it with like a clear vision. So the clear vision was like, this is life through the eyes of a Black man, so these are the things that, we deal with on the daily. This is, like what I'm seeing, but also I didn't make it like personal to me. I tried to tailor it so that like it fits anyone, you know what I'm saying, who go through things, ups and downs, because we know how life goes. Life is beautiful. At one minute it gets ugly the next. But you know what I'm saying, if you're able to, keep coming through that and you got faith in whatever you're doing, everything's gonna be okay. So that's what I've learned too. And so all I was doing was just giving my perspective, and I was seeing what was going on, outside and going outside and, just living and experiencing. So I just wanted to put it down because my mind just opened up.
That's what's up.
It's an epic storytelling. Listen, man, like
indeed it is.
If you like music that has not just substance and you can understand what somebody's talking about, but you can kind of get enveloped in the music a little bit, man. Check it out. Status Quo is definitely
available on all major platforms, right?
Yeah, all platforms. Apple, it's on rel77.com.
I think I got it on Bandcamp. I don't know if I got it on.
Yeah, you got it on.
It was on
Apple.
It was on
Bandcamp title. So we started on Bandcamp, and then we moved it over to the streaming services, a little bit after.
No doubt. I'm gonna tell you, man, my favorite joint on there is, because I'm an R&B singing, so my favorite joint on there is Faith, with another where you collab with another one of our South Carolina State brothers.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Council.
Mr. Council. Shout out to Big Chuck.
Big Chuck killed it. Big Chuck come through for me all the time.
Yeah, y'all did y'all thing on that.
Connecticut.
And that's the home team. Right?
Yeah, it's the home team from Connecticut. We got a Connecticut connection. We shot the video, in my hometown, Norwalk, actually on my old block. So, that was a surreal experience, like thinking about all the times I used to, stand out there, and all the times I used to sit there and like catch the bus, or, things would happen, wild things would happen. And I'm just like, I'm sitting here shooting a video, you know what I'm saying? Like in a different space in my life, you know, so it was a surreal moment. It was a beautiful moment. So we took it all over the city. I had a couple
That's
of,
what's up.
my
That's
home
dope.
from the city come through, and it was a good look, man. Charles held me down.
Good
But-
deal, man. So what you got coming up?
Yeah, so I got a couple of projects. I got Time Waits for No Man, which is like my last project, you know, wasn't personal. This one's like more personal, and it has a lot of like different producers on it, like different ebbs and flows through it, but it's still like, you know, tied together, and it's just about like we all have to, if we have a passion for something, you know, like you think you got more time, but you're only working with the time and what you have and what you don't know, you know, what that particularly is. So you just got to go out there and follow your dreams, whatever that may be. And also love the people who love you.
Yo,
Nice.
and before we transition, I just noticed, man, your hoodie.
Oh yeah.
What's that on your hoodie?
So this is the album cover, Status Quo.
Woo!
MIC and Rel 77. I got a couple of these made up in different colors, and you know, it all tells a story. Like people are like, what does this picture mean? What does this picture mean? So it's pretty much like this man right here. He's actually a homeless person, and you know, this is down in DC, and all these people walking past him. Right, he's invisible. You know, it's a status quo to you know, let these people starve, let these things happen. Right,
That's
and you
dope.
know about your business, but you know, it takes a village for everybody, right? So we gotta show love, and then, you know, maybe if you give back, then, you know, the universe reciprocates that. But
That's right.
you
So
gotta
we
I
need to get
definitely
some of
need
that.
one of them
We
hoodies.
need,
that.
I need one too.
If you don't believe, no one will.
MIC. Have faith, y'all.
If you don't believe, no one will.
I can sell water to a river, light to the sun, sand to a beach, faith to a nun, feather to a bird, wool to a sheep, honey to a bee, oxygen to a tree. The fact is, I believe I'm gifted, here to spit more than a drooling infant, derived from the trenches, off of the benches, crossed over competition, trying to stop my ascension. Tunnel vision when performing a miracle, downsize the circle, hula hoops to Cheerios. Hustle said it best, everybody can't go. Every day take steps, watch it all unfold. Tell those who might doubt, the poems of Mike Doubt. My desires are raging fire, you can't quite douse. Take a solo route, don't expect no help. Put your money where your mouth is and bet on
Peace, beautiful
yourself.
people. It's your
Let's
boy
get it.
Dad. Listen, man. Follow, like, subscribe. 5 Things Off the Wall. We are available on YouTube and IG. 5 Things Off the Wall. 5TOTW. Peace.
Time to make the impossible